Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression?
Hi guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and demons, whoever you happen to be. We got Shawn in the studio here with us today. We're going to bring him on. Boom, there he is. And I think we have our audio fixed. I think. Good. Yeah, we're pretty good. You know, fingers crossed. We are keeping an eye on Trump, and we're hopefully going to watch Trump roast. We have a couple of updates here. Let's see here. First of all, let's share the screen so you guys can see what's going on here. There it is.
And Biden's late.
Boom. And of course, good old Joe is late. So here's what Trump has to say. 7 minutes ago, he said the president is very substantially late. Not a good start, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure he had very important things to do, but he is just now getting into the car. They will have to drive very, very quickly. You just don't want to be late to the State of the Union. They will need Mario Andretti to be at the wheel of the limo. And then a minute ago, there is nothing he can say tonight that can absolve him from letting 15 million people into our country illegally. He'll probably blame me, but I had the safest border in the history of our country, so that won't go very far. And he did. He absolutely did. I mean, while we were under a Trump presidency, I think the border was the most secure. Obviously, given the tools that he has, which is one of the things that's really frustrating, is watching this clown repeatedly say, I'm talking about Biden, repeatedly say, oh, I just need more power. I just need to be able to do that.
Doesn't need it.
No, he has everything he needs.
Re-implement, remain in Mexico.
Yes. And they actually had, did you see that, what was it, late, what's the name of the person that just got, there was an act that was passed today. Even some of the Democrats voted for it. Lake, I can't remember the first name.
Laken Riley.
Laken, is that it? Laken Riley?
The one young woman who was killed.
By the illegal. Yeah. Part of that was actually Congress saying to reinstate the remain in Mexico policy. And they actually had like 20 plus, I don't remember exactly how many, but a number of Democrats. So what are you on? Are you on C-SPAN?
I am on C-SPAN.
You're seeing it?
Yep.
All right, we're going to keep an eye on that because I'm not seeing a video on
cspan.org. It should.
Okay, yeah, let's do.
There it is.
There it is. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so this probably I'm guessing live. Yep. All right, so we're gonna let it do this while we
see if Trump.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep an eye on Trump. Actually, hold on. I'm going to drag this tab over here so that I can keep an eye on it. There we go. That's that. Yeah, so they're basically just standing around.
Waiting for the president.
Waiting again. Something we mentioned earlier is, have you ever seen a State of the Union where it was delivered so late?
I have not.
March is crazy late for a State of the Union address.
They blame it because of the speaker chaos of them throwing out
Speaker McCarthy. But didn't you say that was back in October or something?
It was back in, I don't understand.
There's no reason for it to be March, dude, before a State of the Union. Like, that I have to look it up
to see if it ever happened this late before.
Right, same. That's wild. All right, I don't know what's going on here, but I'll try to reload. True Social, it's acting weird.
Also, Katie Britt is going to do the Republican response tonight, so that'll be interesting.
She's young, isn't she?
She's only 42. Yeah, the senator.
That's
from
really young
Alabama.
for a senator. That's really young.
And this is Speaker Johnson's first State of the Union.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so interestingly enough, ladies and gentlemen, I'm monitoring Truth Social, and it's having a loading problem.
I wonder if there's probably a lot of people trying.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm thinking, maybe there's a lot of people, but look! Oh, yeah, it's hilarious, isn't it?
Hawaiian senator.
Yeah, you pieces of garbage. Like, yeah, this country's fucked. Yeah, freaking showed.
Interesting that the Supreme Court's talking to the lawmakers. Usually they're
I've
never seen that.
Yeah, they don't really usually hang out with them, do they?
Jackson's talking.
Uh-huh.
There's Roberts.
You know what?
Sotomayor.
Oh.
Is it still not loading?
No, I'm gonna try something else while I'm working on it. I'm gonna try something else. See if I can get it going. For some reason, Truth Social's being super slow, like really slow. It was okay, and then now it's not. So I'm working on it. I will get it one way or another, but yeah. But in the meantime, there is a lot, I think, that could be potentially very interesting tonight, depending on. So one of the supporters that I have, people that have been with me for a long time, watch my page, etc., said that he can get. Look at this this guy. Look at freaking Nadler, dude. Oh my!
It'll be interesting to see how much Biden blames Trump.
Yeah, it will.
And then how much he brings up illegal immigration.
Well, he's like, what's gonna here? I'm gonna tell you exactly how it's gonna go. Biden's gonna say it's all Trump's fault. It's all the fault of MAGA, and the domestic terrorists must be stopped. That's his prediction. All right, who do we have here?
That's the first gentleman. That's Kamala Harris's husband.
Oh, okay. All right. See, I don't even recognize him because, why would I?
He's done a few political things.
Fair.
It's going to be also interesting. Both of the spouses are going to be campaigning a lot.
Yeah.
In 2020. Melina's going to try to.
What's going on here? Again, with the Truth Social having issues, man. Like
Melina's going to try to show the soft side of Trump, and Joe Biden is going to be the attack dog.
And I have kick butt internet, man. My internet rocks, so this doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's acting like really, really weird.
There's probably a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing because maybe it's not designed to handle as much traffic as it's getting because
Mark Kelly talking to.
Should have just left it alone. You're gonna hate.
I can't stand that guy.
Mark Kelly?
Yeah, I don't like Mark Kelly.
Oops. The reason, just so you know, guys, the reason that the screen
there's Jill.
Okay, there's Jill. So we got
Jill's
something.
coming. Okay, President Biden.
Jill, the resident in chief. That's what I call her. I don't know why these people are clapping for her anyway. Like, she really should be convicted of elder abuse at this point. Like, I truly believe.
I wish that she would have sat down with Joe and said, "Are you sure? I don't know about it.
Right.
This is a good idea." All right. Let's hear
Okay, here we go.
I think
I'll keep trying to work on it.
Mr. Speaker, the President's cabinet.
Okay.
No.
I was going to say not yet.
Cabinet, yeah. Okay, something's like.
There's the Secretary of State,
What?
Lincoln.
That's.
Lloyd Austin doesn't look too bad. He had that hospital scare. The president's next.
Yeah. Okay, I got something. A little bit, but it's just loading. It's still just loading. Wait. There's no posts on his truths.
Huh.
On Trump's. It
Wonder if
says
it
no
crashed.
posts here. That's what I'm wondering. There's definitely something going on because on truths and replies. So I'm going to show you guys this real quick while they're doing that. Look, Maxine Waters, very nice woman, even though she's constantly saying she wants to beat up or kill people on the opposite side of the aisle. If I ever said that, they would call me an insurrectionist and all hell would break out.
Only you, Trump. Only you.
Only DJT, dude. Only DJT.
There's only one Donald Trump.
Ain't that the truth? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with True Social. All right, let's try to reload this because what's up?
I said, I'm just naming people.
Oh, yeah, we got Pete
I saw Pete.
Buttigieg. I don't even know how you say it. Buttigieg.
I think that's how you.
Who was that? Mayorkas?
Yes.
Oh my good lord! I love indistinct chatter. That's the closed captioning. Indistinct chatter. We just got like a lot of people saying stuff.
There's Todd Young is in the screen.
Oh, goody. Good old
Indiana's
Todd
own.
Young.
Just
Yeah, I
pointing
think we
it
might
out.
have gotten finally logged in.
Just pointing it out.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, truth is really like creepy. Okay, so the last thing on media was the election wizard thing. Okay,
What if
this
he's
is
broadcasting on YouTube too?
no. He said truth. You can. I mean, if you can check, that'd be great.
I'll do that right now.
Yeah. Because I'm not seeing anything on here. Of course, it doesn't like truly let me. All right, let's just try to. Yeah, truth is like super freaking slow. Oh, let's get ready to mumble. We gotta. Okay, that's Team Trump. It's
Okay, that's not.
That's
Trump.
not it. No, I got excited. Hold on.
I did too.
I was like, yeah, I love it. Okay.
Because Trump can be really funny.
Oh, Trump can be hilarious, dude. And just okay, you know what? Let's just do this because
Yeah, I don't see anything on YouTube.
yeah. All right. I'm working on it. I mean, I'm more than happy if you guys want. I'll show you the loading screens, but that's all I'm getting right now. I think I might have something here. Here we go. Okay, so we got a little bit. We got Trump saying, thankfully, we won't have to be looking at Rhino Mitt Romney much longer. Very true, right? Okay, so if we do that, hold on, and then we take
Warren Hatch's son is running for that seat.
here, and we do. Who's running for a seat?
Warren Hatch's son.
Oh, yeah? There we go. All right, we'll keep an eye on this.
All right. Good idea.
Yeah, we'll just do it like
Split
this.
screen.
Yeah. All right, there we are. Okay. What? Oh, they're talking about internet. We believe that whether you live here or right here or way out in the middle of anywhere, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That is why we are leading the way.
Warren in White House.
Yep. wonder if he's just going to be like.
That's what
I'm wondering. I thought he was going to do a video, but maybe not.
Not sure.
Wait a minute. Something happened. Did it crash?
It might have.
Dude, truth is getting on my nerves.
Probably tons of people are trying to get on. Here we go. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Hopefully for only 9 more months.
Yeah. Yeah. Who is that? Who's he making out with? That wasn't Jill.
I'm not sure who that
All
He
right.
does that.
Okay, well, until I get truth fixed, I'm gonna drag that off and make this
He's an odd.
full screen again. There.
He's an odd.
I'll keep working on truth, guys.
That's interesting. Republican talking.
Yeah. Who is that?
Man, I wish I could see. I can't think of his name, but he's a representative from Tennessee. I can't think
From
of
Tennessee.
I think it's Tennessee.
Interesting.
I can't think of his name. That's interesting.
Yeah, dude, this is Trump. True Social is like crashed or something. That's that one. Okay, so. Oh, here we go. Let's try this one. Yeah, there you go. Take your time. As a matter of fact, please take your time. Let the drugs wear off. Then we can actually see,
We're gonna see what he does tonight.
right?
The media is making this sound like this is his chance to jumpstart his
Right.
campaign. So we'll see.
Okay, hold on. I might have something.
His poll numbers are not good.
No. And when you fling the doors to this country wide open, it's no surprise his poll numbers are terrible. We just watched a video about. Wait, hold on. Okay, we got a couple of things from Trump here. Okay, so the last one was Rhino Mitt Romney. Then we have Joe Manchin had it made. Was one of the most popular politicians in America, but then he, as he usually does, blew it. He approved the Inflation Reduction Act, and he was toast, not recoverable.
Marjorie
2 minutes ago, Crooked Joe is making his way to the chamber. Very disrespectful to some. Not good.
Marjorie Taylor Greene's in the front too.
She's wearing a "Say His Name" Laken Riley shirt.
Okay, that's what she's doing.
Yeah, that's what she's wearing.
Biden definitely saw it and was shocked to see her.
Mm-hmm.
I like this to see the reaction right
Yeah,
away.
I like to see the faces of these people. I think I'm gonna put us at the top of that there. Yeah. You see this?
Yep.
Can you see the shirt? Yeah.
And I think she has a Trump
Say her
hat.
name. Yeah, and a MAGA hat. She don't care. She
Oh,
does
she
not
doesn't.
care, dude. She is a trip.
Oh, they're saying. Oh, I wonder what she said. I couldn't make out what she
I
said.
couldn't make out what we said either.
I imagine the media will
Oh yeah,
I'll find
there'll
out.
be all kinds of reports and this happened and that happened and allegedly's and
inflation is also killing people.
inflation is insane. I like these talking heads can get up there and say whatever they want about the great economy and all this crap. BS. Our economy is
BS.
trash. Our inflation is out of control. Out of control. Like about a stick of deodorant is like $7-8 at Meijer for a regular stick of deodorant. Yeah. And that's just one example of the craziness.
And a lot of people are still mad about the way he left Afghanistan.
Yeah.
That's not how you end a war.
No,
Oh, that's interesting.
who's that?
Manchin.
Oh, Manchin. Yeah.
There's a lot of animosity.
Interesting. I think Trump just says Yeah, Joe Manchin had it made. It was one of the, yeah. Interesting.
Is Chris Coons smelling her hair?
Probably.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, my guy?
Chris Coons. Senator Coons.
Look. He's like, I want to be in the picture, Dad.
Oh,
Can I
that's
be
what.
in the
Oh,
picture?
that's what he.
Yeah.
Okay.
He wanted to be in that shot.
I'm waiting to see if Frank Marvan, our representative,
Oh, yeah.
because he usually goes up to Biden.
Oh yeah, he'll shuffle his way up to Biden and kiss some butt for sure.
There's-
Freaking
He did that. I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago. He made it up there, and it was up with Biden for a while.
Yeah. Who's he making out with now?
I'm not sure who that is.
I have no idea.
You're gonna do great. We'll see, ladies.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, look, he knows how to use the phone.
We're trying to make him hip.
Yeah. Look at him. Wow. Okay. So, all right. So I guess he is capable of standing trial and being charged.
True.
Right?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Let's hope not.
No. I will say this. I don't think that many people will stand idly by and let another election be stolen. I just don't see it. You're a POS, dude.
Which justice stayed home? Usually one justice stays home.
Right. Yeah, because they have to have continuity of government in case something does happen.
I don't see Coney Barrett. That's who is probably.
Yeah,
the
that's a
person.
good point. I don't see Barrett either.
She's probably the one.
That's probably the one, yeah.
And then usually a cabinet secretary,
Mhm.
and I'm not sure who that was either.
All right, so I'm checking, keeping up on truth here, and the problem is I have to reload it to get the new stuff, and it's just incredibly slow to.
All right, come on, Biden. Let's get on with the speech.
Right? No,
We don't
here's
have
the-
all night.
Kind of do. Like the longer he takes to shuffle his
True.
cadaverous self up to the podium, the longer the meds
True.
work their way through his
This
system.
might
and then-
backfire.
yeah,
This-
that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if maybe by the time he gets up there, if he's just going to be a bumbling, mumbling mess.
This might be
which
bad.
would be kind of funny. I mean, obviously, it sucks for our country. Let's be honest. But
But it'd be historic.
yeah, it would be. Okay, yeah. Truth is just crazy slow.
All right,
Yeah, I
come
keep
on,
checking
Biden.
Truth, but- yeah, it's okay. We got
This
at
isn't
least-
like talk hour.
right. No, he has to hang out with his buddies, man. It's a play date. You know, that's what he was told. He was told there was ice cream.
As long as
He's
it's not
looking for the ice
plastic
cream. Where's the ice cream?
All right, finally.
Okay, yeah, he finally meandered his way up there.
All right.
Truth is just crashing. Okay, picked up the binder.
Pretend that you love each other,
Right, pretend you guys get along.
and they don't.
No.
She's worse than Biden, in my opinion.
I mean, dementia patient or cackling hyena? That's a hell of a choice, man.
I mean, she has her mind and stuff, but it's scary what she would want to do.
Right? Absolutely. It's terrifying the things that she would initiate if given the chance, I believe.
Guns would be the number one.
Oh, okay, so
Trump say something?
yeah. Here, I'm gonna drag it. They are really late, very disrespectful. But he said, who kissed him on the cheek with lipstick? Now he's got lipstick on his face. How stupid of her.
Let's see. I can't tell from this angle.
If I were smart, I'd go home now.
Yeah. At least he knows.
Wow, that might come back to haunt.
Yeah.
Speaker,
That might be a
Mr. Vice
historic.
President, members of Congress, my fellow Americans.
All right, Biden.
In January 1941, Franklin Roosevelt came to this chamber to speak to the nation. And he said, I address you at a moment unprecedented in the history of the Union. Hitler was on the march. War was raging in Europe. President Roosevelt's purpose was to wake up Congress and alert the American people.
I don't think that was 41.
No ordinary time. Freedom and democracy were under assault in the world. Tonight, I come to this same chamber to address the nation. Now, it's we who face an unprecedented moment in the history of the Union.
Here we go.
And yes, my purpose tonight is to wake up the Congress and alert the American people that this is no
So this is
ordinary
what that
moment
kind
either.
of speech would be.
That's what
Not
it's going
since
to be.
President Lincoln and the Civil War have freedom and democracy been under assault at home as they are today. What makes our moment rare is the freedom and democracy are under attack both at home and overseas at the very same time. Overseas, Putin of Russia is on the march,
Here we go with the Putin.
invading Ukraine and sowing chaos throughout Europe and beyond. If anybody in this room thinks Putin will stop at Ukraine, I assure you he will not.
All right, because you're believing it. Source, trust me, bro. Sit your ass.
Ukraine can stop Putin.
We just have to send them another 100
Ukraine
billion,
can stop Putin
right?
if we stand with Ukraine.
And send them more money.
Provide the weapons
Yep.
There it is.
to defend itself.
Knew it was coming.
Oh, of course.
There's the Democrat leader.
Oh, look.
That is all.
Who's the biggest hypocrite I've ever
That
seen?
is all Ukraine is asking.
No, that's
Not
all.
asking for American
Yeah.
soldiers. In fact, there are no American soldiers in war in Ukraine, and I'm determined to keep it that way. But now,
There's
assistance
rumors
to
of
Ukraine is
British
being
soldiers
blocked
in Ukraine.
by those who want to walk away from our world leadership. It wasn't long ago when a Republican president named Ronald Reagan thundered, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Now,
Okay,
my
what?
predecessor,
What
a
wall?
former Republican president tells
Right.
Putin, quote, do whatever the hell you want.
That's not what he said.
That's not what Trump said.
That is not what he
Trump
said.
actually said that bowing down to a Russian leader.
That-
I think it's outrageous.
Oh my God.
It's dangerous and it's unacceptable.
He never. That's never
But that's
happened.
that's not what he said at all. And you're
How
an idiot.
much in it?
We can't like realistically,
America,
he's gonna twist everything. We know
a
that.
founding member of NATO, the military alliance of democratic nations,
Okay.
created after World War II to prevent war and keep the peace. And today, we've made NATO stronger than ever. Welcome Finland to the alliance. last
Sweden.
year.
Sweden.
Wait, was Finland last year?
I don't. Oh yeah.
Sweden
I
Last
think
year.
Finland- Okay.
And their ministers here
Just
tonight.
this morning, Sweden. Yeah, okay.
I'll be fair.
Yeah, be fair to him.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Sweden.
That's fine. I have nothing against Sweden.
No, I got nothing against Sweden.
Mr. Prime Minister, welcome to NATO, the strongest military alliance the world has ever seen. I say this to Congress, we have to stand up to Putin. Send me a bipartisan national security bill. History is literally watching. History is watching.
History's
If the
watching.
United States walks away,
What?
it will put Ukraine at risk. Europe is at risk. The free world will be at risk, emboldening others to do what they wish to do us harm.
More
My
than was
message to
your
President Putin, who I've known for a long time, is simple.
you leaving
We
Afghanistan.
will not
Yeah.
walk away.
We will not walk away. Okay.
We will not bow down.
Nobody's saying bow down, homie. We're saying I don't want billions of my dollars going
We will not
overseas.
bow down.
with no accountability.
Exactly.
Oh, look at, oh my
Pelosi.
God, yeah.
History is watching. History is watching.
Oh my God, he says that so much.
We watched 3 years ago on January 6th.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
When insurrectionists stormed this very Capitol and placed a dagger to the throat of American democracy.
Oh my
Many
God.
of you were here on that darkest of days. We all saw
Bruh.
with our own eyes. The insurrectionists were not patriots. They'd come to stop the peaceful transfer of power,
No.
to overturn the will of the people. January 6th lies about the 2020 election and the plots to steal the election posed a gravest threat to U.S. democracy since the Civil War. But they failed.
What the fuck?
Wow.
America stood.
Bruh.
America stood strong. And democracy prevailed.
All right. Not
Let's be
Republic.
honest.
Democracy.
The threat to democracy must be defended. My predecessor and some of you here seek to bury the truth about January 6th.
That's not.
I will not do that.
That's funny
This is
coming
the
from
moment to
him.
speak the truth and to bury the lies.
Oh,
Here's the
okay.
simple truth. You can't love your country only when you win.
Wow. All right.
All right.
And Democrats are talking about not certifying the election if Trump wins.
Yeah, which is funny, huh? Convenient.
As I've done ever since being elected to office, I ask all of you without regard to party to join together and defend democracy.
All right, here's what we're
Remember your oath of office of defending us all threats, foreign and domestic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biden.
Right.
Respect free and fair elections, restore trust in our institutions, and make clear political violence has absolutely no place in America, zero place.
Okay.
Again,
Okay. I'm with that.
it's not hyperbole. To
Me
suggest
too.
History is watching.
Oh,
How many times is he
God.
going to say that?
Right.
Your children and grandchildren will read about this day and what we do. History is watching another assault on freedom. Joining us tonight is Latoya Beasley, a social worker from Birmingham, Alabama. 14 months ago, she and her husband
IVF.
welcomed a baby girl thanks to the miracle of IVF.
That's the
Okay.
big.
She scheduled treatments to have that second child. The Alabama Supreme Court shut down IVF treatments across the state.
That's one of their
Released
talking
by a
points.
Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade. She was told her dream would have to wait. What her family got through should never have happened unless Congress acts. It could happen again. So tonight, let's stand up for families like hers. To my friends across the aisle, don't keep this waiting any longer.
You guys have had how long to deal with this?
Guarantee it nationwide.
I think the legislature of Alabama actually fixed that.
Yeah.
They passed the bill allowing IVF.
Let's see. Hold on.
Like most Americans, I believe Roe v. Wade got it right.
Roe v.
I thank
Wade.
Vice President
No, no,
Harris
no,
for
that
being
is-
an incredible leader defending reproductive
It's
freedom.
starting.
There's so much more.
A bill to allow IVF treatments to resume in Alabama has been signed into law by
That's
the
what I
governor.
thought.
Yeah, 2 hours ago. So it's already done. He's talking
Yeah.
about stuff that's already.
But that's one of their talking
Yeah.
points that they're going to use in
See
November.
Roe v. Wade overturned. He's the reason it was overturned, and he brags about it.
Oh, it's his fault.
Look at the chaos
Good to know.
that has resulted.
All right.
Joining us tonight is Kate Cox, a wife and mother from Dallas. She's become pregnant again and had a fetus of a fatal condition. Her doctor told Kate that her own life and her ability to have children in the future were at risk if she didn't act.
It's starting to wear off. Isn't it?
It is.
Texas law banned her ability to act. Kate and her husband had to leave the state to get
This
what she
might
needed.
get bad as it
What her
goes on.
family got through should have never happened as well. But it's happening to too many others. There are state laws banning the freedom to choose, criminalizing doctors, forcing survivors of rape and incest to leave their states
Nobody
to get the
wants
treatment they need.
Right.
Many of you in this chamber and my predecessor are promising to pass a national ban on reproductive freedom.
That's
My
not
God,
true.
what freedom else would you take away? Look,
Abortion is not
decision to
reproductive
overturn Roe v.
freedom. It's
Wade, the
murder.
Supreme Court majority wrote the following. And with all due respect, justices, women are not without electoral power. Electoral or political power.
What?
You're about to realize just how much you were right about that.
Wow.
Clearly,
Okay.
No place to sworn the Supreme Court.
Right.
clearly. Those
This is-
bragging about overturning Roe v. Wade have no clue about the power of women. But they found out when reproductive freedom was on the ballot. We won in 2022 and 2020, and we'll win again in 2024.
That's going to be a big issue.
Yeah. It's states. It's up to the states.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
If you, the American people, send me a Congress that supports the right to choose, I promise you,
What?
I will restore Roe v. Wade as the law of the land again.
Oh, I see. I get it.
They want to pass it.
Yeah, they want more Democrats so that they can pass it. Here's the thing: they had the majority, they didn't do shit. Multiple times.
America cannot go back. I'm here tonight to show what I believe is the way forward, because I know how far we've come. 4 years ago, next week, before I came to office, the country was hit by the worst pandemic and the worst economic crisis in a century. Remember the fear, record losses. Remember the spikes in crime and the murder rate, raging virus. It took more than 1 million American lives, of loved ones, millions left behind.
You're all at home.
Medical
How was their
crisis,
crime?
isolation,
What are you?
loneliness.
I remember
My
the
predecessor failed.
Antifa
facing
crime
presidential duty.
and the BLM
The
crime.
American people, the duty to care. I think that's unforgivable. I came to office determined to get us through one of the toughest periods in the nation's history. We have. It doesn't make news in 1,000 cities and towns. The American people are writing the greatest comeback story never told.
You just open the government or open their country back up.
Right. All the jobs, of course, came back because they weren't really gone.
Yeah.
Dude.
We're here and now. America's comeback is building the future of American possibilities. Building an economy from the middle out and the bottom up, not the top
That's
down.
not how you build an
Investing
economy.
in all Americans, make sure everyone has a fair shot.
Except for the people living
No
paycheck
one-
to
No
paycheck.
one behind.
To hell with them.
The pandemic
And the veterans.
controls our
And the
lives.
homeless.
The vaccine
And
that
the
saved
poor.
us from COVID
Bro,
are now
you
being
can take that
used to
vaccine and
cancer.
shove it. Like
Turning setback into comeback.
there is.
That's what America does.
So here's the thing.
America's not.
COVID is now being used to beat cancer. What?
Is that what he said?
That's what it said. Or maybe he's talking about the
On
vaccine.
the brink. Now our economy is literally the envy of the world. 15 million new jobs in just 3 years. A record.
That's not.
No, that's not how that works.
Even fact checker independent said that that's just because the jobs are coming
Right.
back after COVID.
Yep.
A record 16 million Americans are starting small businesses, and each one is a literal act of hope. With historic job growth and small business growth for Black and Hispanics and Asian Americans, 800,000 new manufacturing jobs in America and counting.
Trump had record unemployment.
We can't be the manufacturing capital of the world. We are. We will. More people have health insurance today. More people have health insurance today than ever before.
Yeah, too bad it's terrible and expensive as
As
shit.
small as it's been in 20 years. Wages keep going up. Inflation keeps coming down.
What?
Inflation has dropped from 9% to 3%, the lowest in the world, and tending lower.
What?
3%. I don't.
I don't
think
believe
it's at
that.
3%.
I don't believe that.
But it compounds.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
And now, instead of importing foreign products and exporting American jobs, we're exporting American products and creating American jobs.
7 days ago, in the 12 months through January, PCE inflation rose 2.4%. Rose 2.4%.
And also, they're feeling it because it compounds from
Consumer
month to
studies
month.
show consumer
Yeah.
confidence is soaring. Buy America has been the law of the land since the 1930s. Past administrations.
Allegedly, it is 3.1%.
Including some
Allegedly.
Democrats as well in the past.
It certainly doesn't reflect it at the grocery store.
Not anymore.
No, it doesn't.
On my watch, federal projects that you fund, like helping build American roads, bridges, and highways, will be made with American products and built by American workers.
Our infrastructure still.
Our infrastructure is atrocious. Like, it needs to be fixed, but they're not actually sending the money there. That's the problem. It's going to a bunch of BS.
And thanks to our Chips and Science Act, the United States
Oh,
is investing more in research and development than ever before. During the pandemic, a shortage of semiconductors, chips, that drove up the price of everything from cell
They
phones
did this
to
like 2
automobiles.
years ago. I don't know why they're.
Rather, we invented those chips right here in America. Well, instead of having to import them, private companies are now investing billions of dollars to build new chip factories here in America, creating tens of thousands of jobs. Many of those jobs paying $100,000 a year and don't require a college degree.
Bull. I blatant BS.
Is True Social still down?
$650 billion
I'm working on it.
in private sector investment.
We got a couple of new
Clean
ones, but
energy, advanced manufacturing, creating tens of thousands of jobs here in America.
his hair is much better in the front than on the back, Trump said.
Trump.
Yeah.
And thanks to our bipartisan infrastructure law, 46,000 new projects have been announced all across your communities. And by the way, I noticed some of you strongly voted against it, or they're cheering on that money coming in. All right?
No, we're not.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
We're not cheering on any.
Money in your district, just let me know. Modernize our roads and bridges, ports and airports, public transit system. Removing poisonous lead pipes so every child can drink clean water without risk of brain damage.
I agree with that. Trump said, interesting that Romney and Manchin are sitting together and nobody wants to talk to them. I think they make a great no labels team.
Suburban, or rural communities in red states and blue states. Record investments in tribal communities. Because of my investment in the family farm, because I'm invested in family farms led by my Secretary of Agriculture, who knows more about this than anybody I know.
What?
We're better able to stay in the family for those farms, and the children and grandchildren won't have to leave home to make a living. It's transformative. Great comeback story is Belvedere, Illinois. Home to an auto plant for nearly 60 years. Before I came to office, the plant was on its way to shutting down. Thousands of workers feared for their livelihoods.
Okay.
Hope was fading. And I was elected to office, and we raised the Belvedere repeatedly with auto companies, knowing unions would make all the difference.
Installed.
UAW worked like hell to keep the plant open and get these jobs back, and together we succeeded. Instead of auto factories shutting down, auto factories reopening, a new state-of-the-art battery factory being built to power those cars.
Battery factories. That's what he's pushing, which is doomed to failure, by the way, considering the recent announcements by companies that they're cutting back on EV production because they're not selling.
Yeah, nobody wants.
Instead of your town being left behind, your community is moving forward again. Because instead of watching auto jobs in the future go overseas, 4,000 union jobs with higher wages are building the future in Belvedere right here in America.
Sit down, you elder abusing ass.
Here tonight is UAW President Shawn Fain, a great friend and a great labor leader. Shawn, where are you? Stand up. And Dawn Sims, a third generation worker, UAW worker at Belvedere. Shawn, I was proud to be the first president to stand in the picket line. And today, Dawn has a good job in her hometown, providing stability for her family and pride and dignity as well. Showing once again, Wall Street didn't build America. They're not bad guys. They didn't build it, though. The middle class built the country, and unions built the middle class.
Yeah, then why are you trying to destroy us?
Yeah.
You know, it takes $120,000 a year now to be considered middle class.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. It's
I say to
absolutely
American
nuts.
people, when America gets knocked down, we get back up. We keep going. That's America. That's you, the American people.
Oh,
It's because of you America's coming back. It's because of you our future is bright. It's because of you. And tonight, we can proudly say the state of our union is strong and getting stronger.
no, it's not. Like, no. Definitely not.
Very weak.
Definitely not. Dude, True Social is so slow. Shut up, you sheep. Good Lord.
Tonight,
Shut up.
tonight, I want to talk about the future of possibilities
Oh, okay.
that we can build together. A future where the days of trickle-down economics are over, and the wealthy and the biggest corporations no longer get along with tax breaks. And by the way, I understand corporations. I come from a state that has more corporations invested than every one of your states in the United States combined. I
Really?
represented for 36 years. I'm not anti-corporation, but I grew up
Here's the thing.
in a home where trickle-down economics didn't put much on my dad's kitchen table. That's why I determined to turn things around so middle class
you've never
A
done
families,
bunch of places are
They
leaving
do
there
well
now
before we
because of
went, but we
Elon
still
and
do
what they
very
did to
well.
them.
we all do well.
Really?
Yeah.
And
Did
it's
you hear
what
about
we do
that?
To make
I
sure
did
we're
not.
feeling the benefits of all
I'll
we're
fill you.
doing.
Remind me.
Americans pay more for prescription drugs than anywhere in the world.
And Trump
It's
tried
wrong,
to change that,
and
but
I'm
they
in
blocked
it.
it.
Yep. Yeah.
They blocked a lot of things that Trump
They
tried.
did. There's, that's the thing. Is they talk about, well, Trump had a Republican Congress. Not really. Not a real Republican Congress. He had a bunch of rhinos.
And he had to get 60 votes in the
We
Senate.
finally beat Big Pharma. Instead of paying $400 a month or thereabouts for insulin with diabetes, and it only costs $10 to make, they only get paid $35 a month now and still make a healthy profit.
I am not opposed to that. The reason it was voted against was because there was so much other BS in the bill.
Which they do a lot.
They do all the time.
For every American who needs it.
Yeah, I am all for lower prescription drug rates. I think the vast majority of Republicans are.
Yeah.
But you try to pass these omnibus bills.
Talked about it, but finally we got it done.
They put
We
all
gave
other
Medicare the
stuff
power to
in
negotiate
Yeah,
lower
bunch of pork
prices
in
on prescription drugs. Just like the VA is able to do for veterans. That's not just saving seniors money, it's saving taxpayers money. We cut the federal deficit by $160 billion
Why are you cheering that?
because Medicare
And at the same time, you raised
will
it
no longer have to pay
by
those
shoveling money to
Big
Ukraine.
This year, Medicare is negotiating lower prices for some of the costliest drugs on the market to treat everything from heart disease to arthritis. It's now time to go further and give Medicare the power to negotiate lower prices for 500 different drugs over the next decade.
I agree with that. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I ran on that when I ran for Congress.
And Trump tried to do that.
Trump tried to do that.
And that'll still be extremely profitable. Will not only save lives, it will save taxpayers another $200 billion.
Yeah, saving a lot of lives with the vaccine.
Starting next year, the same law caps total prescription drug costs for seniors on Medicare at $2,000 a year. Even for expensive cancer drugs that cost $10,000, $12,000, $15,000. And I want to cap prescription drug costs at $2,000 a year for everyone.
Okay. Sounding an awful lot like Medicare for all.
Yeah.
Just say, I'm just
I'm going to get in trouble
Just
for
saying.
saying that, but anyone to get an Air Force One and fly to Toronto, Berlin, Moscow, excuse me. And even
Moscow. You want to fly to
Bring your
Moscow?
prescription with you, and I promise you, I'll get it for you for 40% the cost you're paying now. Same company, same drug, same place. Folks, the Affordable Care Act, the old Obamacare, is
I
still a
thought
very big
Moscow were
deal.
the bad guys.
I don't know what it's still a very big deal. What does that have to do with getting prescription drugs cheaper in other countries? This guy's an idiot. It makes no sense what he's talking about.
100 million of you can no longer be denied health insurance because of pre-existing condition.
That was a
Well, my
long.
That was a very long time.
Many in this
That was
chamber
Obamacare.
want
Yeah,
to take
that's
the
what he's talking
prescription drug away by repealing Affordable Care Act. I'm not going to let that happen.
I agree. He's gonna start whispering.
Right.
They stopped you 50 times before it will stop you again.
Okay.
In fact, I'm not only protecting it, I'm expanding it. We enacted tax credits, it's $800 per person per year, reduce healthcare costs for millions of working families. That tax credit expires next year. I want to make that savings permanent. To state the obvious, women are more than half our population. The research on women's health has always been underfunded. That's why we're launching the first ever White House initiative on women's health research, led by Jill, doing an incredible job
Okay.
as First
Here's
Lady.
what we're gonna do. I got a few truths. He is so angry and crazy.
All right, let's hear the Trump monster.
The pandemic no longer controls our lives. The vaccines that saved us from COVID are now being used to help beat cancer, turning setback into comeback. You're welcome, Joe. 9-month approval time versus 12 years that it would have taken you.
Sure he
I know
did.
the cost of
Get
housing
the
is so
vaccine.
important to you. Inflation keeps coming down, mortgage rates will come down as well, and the Fed acknowledges that. But I'm not waiting. I want to provide an annual tax credit that will give Americans $400 a month for the next 2 years as mortgage rates come down, to put toward their mortgages when they buy their first home or trade up for a little more space.
That sounds like universal basic income.
That sounds exactly like universal basic income.
Interesting. It'll never pass the Congress, but that's interesting.
That is interesting. Interesting that he admitted it.
Yeah.
Like,
And my
you can call it what he
administration
wants, but
is also eliminating title insurance on federally backed mortgages. When you refinance your home, you can save $1,000 or more as a
Not
consequence.
right now.
right,
For millions of renters,
right.
we're cracking down on big landlords who use antitrust law, who break antitrust laws.
What?
Who
by
use
price
anti-
fixing and driving up rents. We've cut red tape so builders can get federally financing, which is already helping build a record 1.7 million new housing units nationwide. Now pass and build and renovate 2 million affordable homes and bring those rents down.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I legitimately have no clue what he's
I'm
talking
going,
about.
what are you talking about,
Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah, what are you saying?
Do you know what you're
We
clapping
need
for
the strongest
tomorrow?
economy in the world. We need to have the best education system in the world.
Good luck with that. I agree with that we do need the best education system.
Want to give every child, a good start.
What about school
But
choice
providing
then?
access to
right?
preschool for 3 and 4 years old. You know.
Oh yeah, let's get them indoctrinated earlier. That's what that's about. You're kidding yourself if you don't think that's what that's about.
Last year, that children coming from broken homes where there's no books, they're not read to, not spoken to very often, start school, kindergarten, or first grade, having heard 1 million fewer words spoken. Well, studies show that children who go to preschool are nearly 50% more likely to finish high school, go on to earn a 2 and 4 degree, no matter what their background is.
I finally got True Social kind of working. So he did nothing for the Veterans Administration or the veterans. It was all Trump.
I met
Agree with that.
ago with the leaders of the Business Roundtable. They were mad that they were angry. I think, well, they were discussing
What?
why I wanted to spend money on education. I pointed out to them as vice president, I met with over 80, I think it was 182 of those folks. Don't hold me the exact number.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I
don't
asked
make
them
me tell
what
the
they need
truth.
most.
Okay.
Right.
You've had the same experience both sides now. They say a better educated workforce, right? So I looked at them.
What?
And I say, I come from Delaware. DuPont used to be the 8th largest corporation in the world. And every new enterprise they bought, they educated the workforce to that enterprise. But none of you do that anymore. Why are you angry with me, providing you the opportunity for the best educated workforce in the world?
What?
They all looked at me and said, I think you're right. I want to expand high quality tutoring.
What the hell?
The child learns to read by third grade.
What are you two talking about?
I don't even know. I have
Something
no
about
clue. Something about CEOs being mad that he's educating people.
I'm also connecting local businesses in high school so students get hands-on experience and a path to good paying job, whether or not they go to
I'm
college.
starting to think you're
And I
right.
want to make sure the college
the
is
longer
more
this is
affordable.
going,
Yeah. Oh, the worse it's going to get.
Let's continue increasing the Pell Grants to working and middle-class families and increase record investments in HBCUs.
Tell you what, I'm glad we didn't do a drinking game with him because one of us would pass out by the end.
I wouldn't be able to drive home.
Right?
When I was told I couldn't universally just change the way in which we dealt with student loans, I fixed 2 student loan programs that already existed to reduce the burden of student debt.
The program didn't
4
exist.
million Americans, including nurses,
He said this
firefighters,
multiple times.
and others in public
Wow.
service.
Yeah. Yeah. He just makes shit up. Just completely makes stuff up.
The public educator of Minnesota was here with us tonight. Keenan, where are you? Keenan,
All
thank you.
reduction pricing was done by us and kicked in after we left, Trump said.
Now he's able to help after debt forgiveness get his own
Blah, blah,
daughter to college.
He says Shawn Fain sold out the auto workers. All electric cars will be built in China within 3 years. They should throw him out. Michigan is ashamed of what he's done. He says, why doesn't he bring up East Palestine and other towns all throughout America that he has left behind and destroyed with inflation?
East Palestine.
It's Palestine, isn't it?
Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio. East Palace. I think it's Palestine or Palestine. Palestine. Let's see.
I think that's how.
Let's find out.
By the way, the first couple of years we cut the deficit. Now let me speak to the question of fundamental fairness for all Americans.
Palestine.
I've been delivering real results in fiscally responsible ways.
I
We've
looked it
already
up.
cut the federal deficit. We've already cut the federal deficit over $1 trillion. I signed the bipartisan deal.
He's just making shit up.
Cut another $1 trillion in the next decade. It's my goal to cut the federal deficit another $3 trillion by making big corporations and very wealthy finally beginning to
here we
pay their
go.
fair share.
Here we go.
You see the look from Johnson?
No, I missed it.
Oh yeah.
AOC.
I'm a capitalist. You want to make or can make a million or millions of bucks, that's great. Just pay your fair share in taxes.
They do. Except your buddy at Amazon and
GE.
the GE.
It's how we invest things to make this country great. Healthcare, education, defense, and so much more. But here's the deal. The last administration enacted a $2 trillion tax cut.
Here we go.
Overwhelmingly benefit the top 1%.
Again,
the very
lies.
The biggest corporations.
Lies.
And
Flat out
exploded
lies.
the federal deficit.
Johnson is rolling his eyes.
Yep. Good.
They added more national debt than any presidential term in American history. Check the numbers. Folks at home, does anybody really think the tax code is fair?
No.
Do you really think the wealthy and big corporations need another $2 trillion tax break? I sure don't.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to keep fighting like hell to make it fair. Under my plan, nobody earning less than $400,000 will pay an additional penny in federal taxes.
That's
Nobody,
not true.
1 penny.
They only show the Democrats clapping. They rarely show the other side of the room. It's called the Republican side.
Uh-huh.
The
Great.
coughing, always the coughing. The drugs are wearing off, Trump said a minute ago.
We cut child poverty in half.
But that's a great point for Trump. Oh, okay, now they're showing.
Yeah.
There's Rubio.
I agree with that. I agree.
The way to make the tax code fair is to make big corporations and very wealthy begin to pay their fair share.
They do pay.
They
Remember
do.
2020,
Most
They paid
55
most of the
biggest
taxes,
companies
as a
in
matter of
America
fact.
paid $40 billion and paid 0 in federal income tax. 0.
What?
Not anymore. thanks to the law I wrote and we signed, big companies have to pay a minimum 50%. But that's still less
I
than working
don't.
people.
I am not aware of that.
No,
bill.
it's
It's
not.
trying to raise corporate minimum tax to at least 21%.
I don't think that's a
Wait,
bill.
had to pay a minimum of 50%, but he's saying that's less than
So
the 20%
Yeah,
he wants
I
to
don't
raise
know
it
what
to.
he-
What?
pay their fair share.
Oh my God, dude.
Also want to end tax breaks for big pharma, big oil, private jets, massive executive pay. One's only supposed to be $1 million. It can be deducted. They can pay them $20 million if they want, but deduct $1 million. End it now.
What?
You know, there are 1,000 billionaires in America. You know what the average federal tax is for those billionaires? No,
What?
they're making great sacrifices, 8.2%. That's far less than the vast majority of Americans
They think
pay.
it's their money.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
billionaire should pay a lower federal tax rate than a
And how do you
sanitation
think
worker
jobs
in
are
America.
created?
Here's the thing, and this is exactly what Trump said during the debate with Hillary Clinton. Tax codes, the laws are there for the people to use. And if you make that much money, you can hire accountants and tax professionals.
25%, just 25%. You know what that would raise? That would raise $500 billion over the next 10 years.
And what is our deficit? That's
Right.
not going to cover our
No,
deficit.
it's not going to do anything.
Affordable child care. Millions of families can get.
Oh, here we go. He wants to pay for people's babysitters with it.
Future paid leave, because no one should have to choose between working and taking care of their sick family members. Imagine the future of home care and elder care, and people living with disabilities, so they can stay in their homes and family caregivers can finally get the pay they deserve. Tonight, let's all agree once again to stand up for seniors. Many of my friends on the other side of the aisle want to put Social Security on the
Here we
chopping
go.
block.
No, they don't.
No, they
It's a
don't.
lie. You
Social
see,
Security, Medicare,
straight up
retirement
lies.
age, I will stop you.
That was Nikki Haley, who isn't going anywhere.
I do think we need to reform the system.
The system has to be fixed. I agree.
Built this country.
But I don't want to ever take it away from
No.
people that are already in Social
It's not
Security.
fair. We have two ways to go.
We got to let Congress stop dipping into it, for one.
True.
More tax breaks to the wealthy.
Dude.
That's the proposal.
All right, Johnson has almost had it.
Johnson's had
You
enough.
guys don't want another $2 trillion tax cut? I kind of thought that's what your plan was.
No.
Less you get for
Well,
using.
that's good to hear. You're not going to cut another $2 trillion for the super wealth. That's good to hear.
Never
I'll
happened.
protect and strengthen Social Security and make the wealthy pay their fair share.
Oh my God. You know, it's funny hearing him talk about the wealthy paying their fair share when he's a multimillionaire. All of
And
them.
how he got his money wasn't exactly right either.
Raise
Yep.
prices to pad the profits.
Yep.
Charging more and more for less and less. That's why we're cracking down on corporations that engage in price gouging and deceptive pricing, from food to healthcare to housing. In
Okay.
fact, the snack companies think you won't notice if they change the
Snack.
size of the bag and
Oh.
put a hell of a lot
Oh,
fewer.
snack.
Snack.
Same
Okay.
size bag,
Yeah.
put fewer chips in it.
It's called inflation from you, dipshit.
Oh, shrinkflation.
Shrinkflation.
Pass by
Yeah.
Casey's bill and stop this. I really do.
How can you stop that? Do you want them? Corporations have to make a profit.
It said
Businesses never.
stringflation. It's shrinkflation.
Before we all saw that commercial on Snickers bars,
Here
you
we go.
get charged the same amount, and you got about, I don't know, 10% fewer Snickers in it.
What?
Look.
Do you even know what a Snicker is?
those hidden fees
10% fewer Snickers in
at
it.
the end of your bill,
What are you-
without your knowledge.
What is this idiot talking about?
I don't think he
Cutting
knows.
Credit card late fees from $32
Oh,
to
yeah,
$8.
this guy. Tony said, hi, Sean.
Hello.
Tony kicked the comp. Says the wealthy pay 40% of total revenue of the federal government. The middle class pay 5%. Exactly.
Investigate the collection. And that's more a hell of a lot, like $8 and 30 some dollars.
I would agree.
They don't like it.
NSF fees and like
Saving American
credit card
families
charges. Okay.
$14 billion
Hotel
a year
fees,
with
too.
all the junk fees unlimited.
Oh, it's Tony Keck. Kueck.
Okay. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I appreciate you joining us.
$20 billion in profit. I'm not stopping there.
Oh, of course
My
not.
administration proposed rules to make cable, travel, utilities, and online ticket sellers tell you the total price up front, so there are no surprises. It matters.
So how's it going? It's going, man. We're watching this train wreck.
And so is this.
Trying to get True Social
In
turned.
November,
All right, let's see.
my team began a serious negotiation with a bipartisan group of senators.
Yep.
The result was a bipartisan bill.
Here we go.
It's
About the
toughest
border.
set of border security
Yep.
reforms we've ever seen.
He's gonna lie again.
Oh, you don't think so?
Wow, he's like shocked.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
like that bill, huh?
No, because
But
it's
the
trash.
Congress got together and said it was a good bill. I'll be darned. That's amazing.
Look at this
The
freaking
president will
thing.
hire 1,500 more security agents and officers, 100 more immigration judges to help tackle the backload of 2 million cases, 4,300 more asylum officers, and new policies so they can resolve cases.
2
in
million
6 months
cases.
instead of
So
6 years.
2 million illegal immigrants that are here because of him. There's more than that, but Tony says liberals obsess over someone else's money they didn't work for.
Exactly.
Detection machines to significantly increase the ability to screen and stop vehicles smuggling fentanyl into America. That's killing thousands of
Who
children.
opened the border?
Right? Trump said Republicans have no plan to cut Social Security. A made-up story by Crooked Joe.
We'll also give me and any new president new emergency authority to temporarily shut down the border when the number of migrants at the border is overwhelming. The Border Patrol Union has endorsed this bill. The Federal
They
Chamber
did.
of Commerce is, yeah. You're saying no, look at the facts.
Inflation under Biden is killing
I
America.
know,
It is.
Yeah, you want to look at the facts?
I know you know how to read.
I have never seen anything like this.
No, this is insane. I know you know how to read, he said.
I believe that given the opportunity for
Wow.
the majority in the House and Senate would endorse the bill as well, the majority right now. But unfortunately, politics has derailed this bill so far.
Build that wall.
I'm
he
told
said.
my
Yep.
predecessor called members of Congress and the Senate to demand they block the bill. He feels political win. He viewed it as be a political win for me and a political loser for him. It's not about him. It's not about me.
It's not what it's about at all.
I'd be a winner. Not really.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh, what is going on?
Uh-oh. Marjorie.
Oh,
Marjorie.
Lincoln Riley, an innocent young woman who was killed by an illegal. That's right. But how many of thousands of people being killed by illegals? To her parents, I say, my heart goes out to you, having lost children myself. I understand. But look, if we change the dynamic at the border, people pay these smugglers $8,000 to get across the border.
Yeah.
Because they know if they get by and let into the country, it's 6 to 8 years before they have a hearing.
Yeah.
exactly.
They're taking the chance of the $8,000. But
But what?
if it's only
But what?
6 months, 6 weeks,
What?
the idea is it's highly unlikely that people will pay that money and come all that way, knowing that they'll be kicked out quickly.
That's not how that works, dude. That.
I
Oh my
respectfully suggest my Republican friends owe it to the American people. Get this bill done. We
No.
need to act.
No, this bill sucks.
Yeah.
The bill is atrocious. Tony asked who you're voting for governor. I'm not 100% sure yet. My wife really likes Suzanne Crouch.
That's who I like too.
Sean also likes Suzanne Crouch. I wish she would distance herself from Holcomb more, but Holcomb did not endorse her.
I don't want Braun. No matter what, I don't want Braun.
We can do it together.
Braun
So
just
that's what he apparently here's what he will not do.
what?
I will not
Hold on.
demonize immigrants saying they are poison in the blood of our country. I will not separate families.
Even though Biden did the same thing.
Right.
Or Obama did the same thing.
Because of their faith.
I meant Obama.
Tony said Braun is a rhino.
Yeah, I don't like Braun.
Bill to fix our immigration system. Take a
I
look
like
at
her
it.
or
That's all these
Rainwater.
and more.
I like Rainwater a lot. If I thought he could win,
For dreamers.
Exactly.
So much more.
Yeah.
But unlike my predecessor,
Good Mayorkas.
I know who we are as Americans.
Right.
We're the only nation in the world with a heart and soul that draws from old and new. Home to Native Americans and ancestors have been here for thousands
He's
of years.
literally admitting we welcome
People of
illegals.
every place
That's what he's
on this
doing.
earth. They came freely. Some came in chains. Some came when famine struck, like my ancestral family in Ireland. Some to flee persecution, to chase dreams that are impossible anywhere but here in America. That's America. And we all come
You
from
can't let the
somewhere.
whole road in,
But
Mr.
we're all
President.
American.
Right.
Here's Jim Banks.
Yeah. He's garbage too.
Look, folks. We have a simple choice.
I like him better than
We
Braun.
can fight
Yeah.
fixing the border, or we can fix it.
Interestingly, though,
What did he just
we
say?
can fight about fixing the border or we can fix it.
Send me the border bill now.
No,
That's not-
it's garbage.
Is this a campaign rally or something?
Right?
Moment in history. Happened 59 years ago today in Selma,
What the-
Alabama.
Oh, Lord. Here we
Hundreds
go.
of foot soldiers for justice marched across the Edmund Pettus Bridge, named after the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan, to claim their fundamental right to
So he
vote
said, abolish the middle
They were
income
beaten.
tax at the household
They were
average and
bloody.
below.
and left for dead. Our late friend and former colleague John Lewis was on that march. We miss him.
The truth about Biden's border bill, amnesty bill. Yeah, this is what it does. Allows at least 5,000 illegal entries per day, over 1.8 million per year.
Our other marchers,
Yeah,
what
look
with
at
the
this.
gallery and on the floor, including Betty Mae Fikes, known as the voice of Selma, the daughter of gospel singers and preachers. She sang songs of prayer and protest on that bloody Sunday to help shape the nation's conscience.
New record high gas
5
prices.
months
Yeah.
later, the
It's going up
Voting
again.
Rights Act passed and was signed into law. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
and Democrats tried to block it. Republicans were the votes that passed that bill. Somebody said it wouldn't take much money to finish the wall. Agreed. Far less than we're sending to Ukraine or even Israel.
And the frustrating thing is the Biden administration selling off pieces that Trump wasn't able to finish.
Election subversion, unlimited dark money, extreme gerrymandering.
Oh, here we
John
go.
Lewis is
Yep.
a great friend to many of us here.
We're going to talk about
If you truly
elections
want to
now.
honor him and all the heroes that march with him, then it's time to do more than talk. Pass the Freedom to Vote Act. The John Lewis voting rights.
No, we're not federally. We're not going to federalize our
Federal,
elections.
yeah, that's exactly what they want. They want to federalize the elections.
Every
Absolutely
state.
not.
We
Yep.
make up the federal government. The
Yep.
federal government's not make up.
Right.
Stop denying another core value of America, our diversity across American life. Banning books. It's wrong.
There's nobody wants to
Nobody's
ban books.
banning books, you
Let's make
retard.
history.
Oh my
I want
God.
to protect fundamental
We want
rights.
age appropriate
Right.
rights.
And my message of transgender Americans.
My wife's gonna get mad. I use the R word.
Your
My wife's gonna get mad. I use the R word. It slipped out.
oh,
It just makes me so angry.
Raise the federal minimum wage. Because every worker has a right to a decent living more than a
You know what?
an hour.
Minimum wage doesn't even apply here.
Also making
No.
history by
Like-
combating the climate crisis, not denying
people need jobs so, or they need employees so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know of a place that.
I don't know of a single
7.25
place that's only
it.
paying
Taking
minimum
the most
wage.
significant action ever on
Even
climate
the grocery
change.
store that my kid works at is paying like $2 more than minimum wage.
In half by 2030, creating tens of
Here we go with
thousands
the
of
climate
clean energy
crap.
jobs, like the IBM
We gotta go with
building and installing 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations.
Dude,
Conserving 30% of America's lands and waters by 2030.
as he's getting ready to cough yet again into his right hand, the fake news media rushes him off the screen.
Of the legacy of pollution.
Don't shake people's hands going out. He keeps coughing into his right hand.
You will.
The Climate Corps. to put 20,000 young people to work in the forefront of our clean energy future. I'll triple that number in a decade.
Oh boy.
Oh, like their own army.
Mhm. Yeah.
To state the obvious,
This is the most decisive, like,
This is
Divisive.
insane.
freedom to be safe.
speech I've ever seen. State of the Union.
America's safer today than when I took office.
Tony says federalized elections is
Year before I took office,
unconstitutional,
murder rates
which
went
I
up
agree.
30%. 30% they went up. The biggest increase in history. It was then,
What?
through my American Rescue
I
Plan,
couldn't hear
which
what he
every
said.
American voted against, I'm mad at. We made the largest investment.
The American Rescue Plan was terrible.
Yes,
Last year, the
it
murder rate
was.
saw the sharpest decrease in history.
Why we have
Violent
inflation
crime
problems.
fell to one of its
Yep.
lowest
That's
levels
exactly
ever.
why our inflation's out of
We have
control.
more to do. We've helped cities invest in more community police officers, more mental health workers, more community violence intervention. Give communities the tool to crack down on gun crime, retail
There we
crime,
go,
and
now guns.
carjacking.
Yeah.
Keep building trust as they've been doing by taking executive action.
Maybe we shouldn't
Police
defund the
reform.
police.
And calling for it to be the law of
Well, the
land.
funny thing, he's talking about gun crimes and carjackings and all the stuff that happens in Democrat-run cities.
For the mere possession, because no one should be jailed for simply using or having on their record.
Yeah, look at her jumping up, even though she jailed and charged tons of people
Yeah.
for simple possession.
But who's doing that
Sick.
anymore? That's not
Right.
happening anymore.
Enforcement of the Violence Against Women Act that I proudly wrote
Trump's
when I was
first,
a senator.
second chance
So we can
act.
finally,
Yes, you're right, Tony. All gun control is unconstitutional. So are red flag laws. I agree. Which is one of the issues that I had with Trump. That whole red flag thing.
And he did
The
the.
scourge against women in America, he said. In the scourge against
There we
women.
go.
Jasmine, his 9-year-old sister Jackie was murdered with 21 classmates and teachers in elementary school in
Here we go.
Uvalde, Texas.
Yeah, here we go.
Very soon after that happened, Jill and I went to Uvalde for a couple days. We spent hours and hours with each of the families. We heard their message. So everyone in this room, in this chamber, could hear the same message. With constant refrain, and I would say for hours, meeting with every family.
Uh-huh.
They said, do something. Do something. Well, I did do something by establishing the first ever Office of Gun Violence Prevention in the White House, with the Vice President leading the charge. Thank you for doing this.
Guns are not the problem.
Right? Guns don't shoot by themselves.
No.
Meanwhile,
They're determined to take
my
away
predecessor
our
told
Second
the
Amendment.
NRA
Yeah.
he's proud he did nothing on guns when he was president.
Oh my God.
Trump did do
He
things.
did stuff that I wholeheartedly disagree with.
Shooting in
Bump
Iowa
stops.
Recently, he said,
Passed the Freedom to Cheat and Voting Act, which is really what he wants.
there's his quote, just get over it.
He did say,
I say,
Yep.
stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
stop. What?
He's talking about violence, but migrant violence is leading to the worst crime wave in history.
Living in gun safety law in nearly 30 years because of this Congress. We now must beat the NRA again. I'm demanding a ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
Unconstitutional, dipshit.
Background checks.
You can demand whatever you want.
None
It's
of
not
this.
going to pass.
Nope.
None of this. I taught the Second Amendment for 12 years.
What?
None of this violates
Did he
the
just say
Second
he taught?
Yes, it does.
Or vilifies responsible gun owners.
Yes, it does.
You taught the Second
He
Amendment.
taught the Second Amendment for 11 years. he said. Allegedly.
I know the last 5 months have been gut-wrenching for so many people, with Israeli people, with Palestinian
Oh,
people,
here we go about
and
Israel.
so many here in America. This crisis began on
Gonna
October 7th,
announce.
with a massacre by a terrorist group called Hamas, as you all know. 1,200 innocent people, women and girls, men and boys, slaughtered after enduring sexual violence. The deadliest day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust. And 250 hostages taken. Here in this chamber tonight are families whose loved ones are still being held by Hamas. I pledge to all the families that we will not rest until we bring every one of your loved ones home.
Uh-huh.
We also
I'm not even getting into it. Literally just an excuse to send money overseas.
To bring home Evan and Paul, Americans being unjustly detained.
I'd rather the money go to Israel than Ukraine. But that's
I'd rather the money be in America.
Israel
true.
has a right
Period.
to capture Hamas. Hamas ended this conflict by releasing hostages, laying down arms, could end it by releasing the hostages, laying down arms, and surrendering those responsible October 7th. But Israel has Israel has a added burden.
Drugs are wearing off, dude.
Better wrap this up, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Under hospitals, daycare centers, and all the like. Israel also has a fundamental responsibility, though, to protect innocent civilians in Gaza.
It's hard to do that when they're using them as shields.
Right?
This war.
Yep. Trump says he wants to take away everyone's guns. Remember that when you go in the voting booth, because if I'm not elected, your guns are gone, along with your freedom.
1,000 Palestinians have been killed, most of whom are not Hamas. Thousands and thousands of innocent women and children, girls and boys, also orphaned.
Yep.
Nearly 2 million were Palestinians under bombardment or displacement. Homes destroyed, neighborhoods in rubble, cities in ruin. Families without food, water, medicine. It's heartbreaking.
Uh-huh.
I've been working nonstop to establish an immediate ceasefire that will last for 6 weeks to get all the prisoners released, all the hostages released, to get the hostages home and ease the intolerable and humanitarian crisis and build toward an enduring, something more enduring. The United States and the leading international efforts to get more humanitarian assistance to Gaza. Tonight, I'm directing the U.S. military to lead an emergency mission to establish a temporary pier in the Mediterranean on the coast of Gaza.
When aid come in.
Shipments, carrying food, water, medicine.
Problem is
temporary
Hamas
shelter.
is going to get that aid.
No U.S.
It's not going
troops will be
to mostly
underground.
go to the.
Right.
The temporary
Dude.
pier will enable a massive increase in the amount of
I wish we could help the Palestinians.
Gaza.
Right.
Because I do feel sorry for them.
And
Oh, yeah.
Israel must do its part.
No, they're doing their part, all right,
Israel
bombing the
must
shit
allow
out of them.
more aid in the Gaza and ensure humanitarian workers aren't caught in the crossfire. They're announcing they're going to have a crossing in northern Gaza. The leadership of the Israelites say this: humanitarian assistance cannot be a secondary consideration or a bargaining chip. Protecting and saving innocent lives has to be a priority. As you look to the future, the only real solution to the situation is a two-state solution.
No. No.
Tony said, thank Trump for the 3 justices overturning almost all the gun control. I agree with that.
We shouldn't reward Hamas for
Right.
a two-state solution.
Supporter of Israel. My entire career, no one has a stronger record with Israel than I do. I challenge any of you here.
Trump
I'm the
does.
only American president to
Yeah,
visit
he's the one who
Israel
had the
wartime.
balls.
He's the one who
to-
actually made
There
peace.
is no other
He
path.
had the balls to open an embassy at Jerusalem
Jerusalem, yeah.
There is no other path that guarantees
and the Abraham Accords.
peace, peace and dignity. There's no other path that guarantees peace between Israel and all of its neighbors, including Saudi Arabia, with whom I'm talking. Creating stability in the Middle East also means containing the threat posed by Iran. That's why I built a coalition of more than a dozen countries to defend international shipping and freedom of navigation in the Red Sea. I've ordered strikes to degrade the Houthi capability and defend U.S. forces in the region. As Commander-in-Chief, I will not
They're trying
hesitate
damn hard to get us
direct
into World War
further measures
III.
to protect our people and our military personnel.
And one little thing can blow everything up. There's so many.
Yeah, I
hot
will not
spots.
hesitate to direct further measures to protect our people and our military personnel.
I've heard many of my Republican and Democratic friends say that China is on the rise and America is falling behind.
Uh-huh.
They got it backwards. I've been saying it for over 4 years, even though I wasn't president. America's rising. We have the best economy in the world. And since I've come to office, our GDP is up, our trade deficit with China is down to the lowest point in over a decade. And we're standing up against China's unfair economic practices. We're standing up for peace and stability across the Taiwan Straits.
Uh-huh.
I revitalized our partnership and alliance in the Pacific. India, Australia,
Is that a
Japan,
dude?
South Korea,
What's up?
Pacific Islands.
I'm not
I
sure.
made sure the most advanced
Sometimes it's hard
American
to tell.
technology
Yeah.
can't be used in China, not allowing the trade them there. Frankly, for all this tough talk on China, it never occurred to my predecessor to do any of that.
You are so full of shit.
China, not conflict. We're in a
The
strong
sad thing is,
position to
people
win
are going to
conflict.
believe this.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
closer against China than anyone else, for that matter, than any time as well.
What?
Here at home, I've signed over 400 bipartisan bills. There's more
Dude.
Really?
past my unity agenda. Strengthen penalties on fentanyl trafficking. You don't want to do that, huh? Pass bipartisan privacy legislation to protect our children online. Harness the promise of AI to protect us from peril. Ban
Johnson
AI
created
voice
a-
impersonations and more.
Committee to study AI. What is he talking
Yeah,
about?
Train and equip.
you just make shit
in
up, dude.
harm's way and care for them and their families when they come home and when they don't.
Yeah. You treat veterans like garbage. Like,
That's why
Trump did do that.
we
He,
saw and supported
We treated our
both
vets
bills.
right.
yeah.
VA. I signed the pact. One of the most significant laws ever. Helping millions of veterans exposed to toxins who now are battling more than 100 different cancers.
He's done nothing for Israel compared to what I've done. It's only words he speaks, not
We are
truth.
them and their
He made
families.
Iran rich. This is why we have problems in the Middle East. With me, Iran was broke. He's the reason the Middle East is blowing up.
Exactly.
He's selling you out to China. Yep.
Remind us that we can
He
do
put
big
sanctions
things
on Iran
like
and
ending
crush
cancer as we
Yep.
know it, and we will.
Do big things like end cancer.
yeah.
I'm all for getting rid of cancer, dude. Like, I got family who's died of cancer. My brother died of cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm all for getting rid of cancer. Look at this.
I know you don't want to hear
fucking
any more, Lindsay, but I got to say a few more things.
What?
All
I
right.
know it may not look like it, but I've been around a while.
He's a
When you get to
piece of
my
garbage,
age, certain
too.
things become clearer than ever. I know the American story.
Huh.
Again
No,
and
you
again,
don't.
I've seen the
Right.
contest between competing forces in the battle for the soul of our nation. Between those who want to pull America back to the past and those who want to move America into the future.
Mm.
My lifetime has taught me to embrace freedom and democracy, a future based on core values that have defined America: honesty, decency,
Honestly.
dignity, equality.
Yeah, what a laugh,
To
dude.
everyone. To
Honesty.
give everyone a fair chance.
And
To give
decency.
hate no safe harbor.
That's funny.
The other people my age see it differently. The American story of resentment, revenge, and retribution. That's not me. I was born in mid-World War II when America stood for the freedom of the world. I grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and Claymont, Delaware, among working
Real
class
change in
people.
Dow adjusted for inflation. Look at that.
Horror, as two of my heroes,
Wow.
like many of you did,
Yeah.
Dr. King and Bobby Kennedy, were assassinated. And their legacy inspired me to pursue a career of service.
Real
I left
change
the
in
law firm,
S&P
became a public
500
defender
adjusted
because
for
my city,
inflation.
Bloomington, was the only city in America occupied by the National Guard
We were doing
after
well
Dr.
under
King
Trump.
was assassinated
Yes.
because of the riots. And I became a county councilman almost by accident. I got elected to the United States Senate and I had no intention of running at age 29. Then vice president, our first black president.
Yeah, I was talking about
First
Lindsey
women
Graham,
vice president.
about him being a
Yeah.
POS. Yeah. Biden destroyed the economy by shutting off the pipeline, ending 70,000 jobs. Good point, Tony.
I've never seen a State of the Union.
Right.
I've watched many State of the Unions.
You have. You've seen like all of them for years, haven't you? You watch
I
them
think I've watched
religiously.
every one
Let me
since
on the Senate elevators for votes.
2001, I want to say.
Wow. Oh Lord, here we go with the
I've been
non-joke.
told I'm
Here we go.
whether young or old, I've always known what endures. I've known our North Star. The very idea of America is that we're all created equal. Deserves to be
Yep.
treated equally throughout our lives.
Trump's
We've
right.
never fully lived up to that idea, but we've never walked away from it either. And I
Yep.
want to walk away from it now.
Open the pipeline in Ukraine, but closed ours.
I really am. I'm optimistic, Nancy.
He's
Let's
optimistic,
hope not.
right?
My fellow
I hope
Americans,
9 more months.
Right? No,
the
dude, there's no
issue facing
way.
our nation
Right?
isn't how old we are. It's how old are our ideas. Hate, anger, revenge, retribution are the oldest of ideas. But you can't lead America with ancient ideas and only take us back. You need America, the land of possibilities. You need a vision for the future and what can and should be done. Tonight you've heard mine. I see a future where defending democracy, we don't diminish it. I see a future where we restore the right to choose and protect our freedoms, not take them away.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Like our Second Amendment, right? Dude,
Where the middle class finally has a fair shot, and the wealthy have to pay their fair share in taxes.
I'm middle class. Just put that out there. I'm middle class. I did really well under Trump. Really well. We are struggling now. Like struggling to feed our family, kind of struggling. Like it's ridiculous how expensive things are. So, to you, Biden.
Country for all Americans. And I will always be president for all Americans. Because I believe
Except
in
MAGA
America.
Republicans.
Except MAGA.
I believe in you, the American people.
Yeah.
You're the
Which
reason
you
we've never been more
demonize
optimistic
every
about the
chance you
future
get.
than I am now. So let's build the future together. Let's remember who we are. We are the United States of America.
Yeah. United
There's
States,
nothing,
Yeah, we
not
should-
the federal government.
nothing beyond our capacity when we act together. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
the media is going to love this speech.
Oh yeah.
They're going to say Biden is back after this.
Yeah.
And I think independents might actually like this speech too.
Here's the thing: if they actually pay attention to what he says, rather than just, the formation of the words, if they actually study what he says, he wants to take your guns away. He wants to send all of our money overseas to help Ukraine, to help Israel, to help even Palestine, right?
Yep.
He's perfectly okay with sending all this money overseas, but he doesn't want to look at what he did for Hawaii. Nothing. Look at what he did for East Palestine, Ohio.
He just went there
He literally just went
a
there.
couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I like the speech. I'm just saying.
No,
what
I
the-
get it. I
okay.
understand. Yeah, but I mean, there might be a few independents who are like, oh, okay.
And it's going to fire up his base.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, this is ridiculous though. I'm like, I
See-
can't even keep track of the number of lies, outright blatant lies in this. Yeah, you might want to wipe your shoulder off because he was coughing in that shoulder left and right. This is like a shouting match. Every line is being shouted, Trump said.
This was more like a campaign speech. This
Yeah.
was not like a State
Yeah,
of the
this
Union.
was not a normal State of the Union. All right, so hold on. We got something. Trump. Under Trump, Iran was weak and broke. Under Biden, Iran is rich and funding terror.
But this speech isn't going to help him with
Yeah,
the Michigan problem that he has.
Trump said, it's over.
Did you hear about what's going on in Michigan? People refusing to vote for vote for Biden because of the Palestine-Israel war.
Really?
There's a lot of Muslim Americans in Michigan who, I want to say, 50,000 voted undeclared, and they refused to vote for him.
Oh yeah. I did hear about that. Like, yeah, it was like 50. It was like 50 grand of them. Yeah, it was like a lot, dude. And people were freaking out because they're like, without those votes,
yeah,
he's not going to win Michigan.
No,
there's no chance.
I think he's
what was the spread?
People off.
The alleged spread in 2020. You know,
I want to say 24,000.
Let's see. What was?
I could be wrong.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
He's written those people off because that's why I was interested to see what he was going to say about Israel.
Yeah, 2020.
Is that right?
Trying to see what the. According to this, allegedly, obviously, Biden had 2.8 million, Trump had 2.6 and a half. So 150,000 vote ish.
Okay.
So if they don't vote for Biden, and here's the thing, I've seen it all over. I've seen countless people who have said, there is no way I'm voting for this guy again after this shit show. The economy, the immigrants, it's not happening. It is not happening. So we'll have to see. Tony says, how much medication did they dope him up with? That's a good question, because it had to be a lot. I have seen him fumble around in his speeches, and they had to seriously dose him tonight.
Oh, there's Wade. He's a retired senator.
Is he?
Yeah. Here tonight. I wasn't expecting to see him. I'm still waiting to see if Marvan shows.
Yeah. Keep an eye on. I'm just monitoring Truth Social. He's worse than he was 4 years ago. I agree.
He is.
And Trump says it took him over 40 minutes to get to immigration and said nothing about it. He said, I bowed down to the Russian leader. He gave them everything, including Ukraine. I took away Nord Stream 2. He gave it to them. He was a puppet for Putin and Xi and virtually every other leader.
And Trump is right that Putin would have never went into Ukraine if he was still president.
Right. And Trump says whether the fake news media likes admitting it or not, there was tremendous misrepresentation and lies in that speech. But the people of our country get it, and they know that November 5th will be the most important day in our nation's history.
I know the left is going to love this speech.
Yeah.
But he was so nasty, and they always complain about Trump being nasty.
Isn't that funny? I mean, you could see the vitriol when he talked about Republicans and MAGA and Trump, which is really funny. What's that?
I said it'll be interesting to see if they work with him.
Right.
This speech.
Right.
How nasty he was.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
I've never seen anything like that.
I've never seen a State of the Union address like that, ever.
Most of the time they're saying, Republicans come and work with me, or like the other side.
Right, something. Yeah. Hell, even Trump
He did.
was calling for, look, let's get this stuff done for the American people.
And they actually clapped for Trump once.
Right.
And they were like looking around going, are we supposed to be clapping?
Right. Yeah.
He did do an olive branch.
Yeah. There were
The
several
AOC.
things that he tried. and none of it was appreciated. All of it was turned against him.
He's not part of their club.
Right, right. And which is one reason why I really like him, and so many people like him, is because, you know, if you look realistically, if you look at prior to the primary, he was loved by the media. He was loved by rappers, by everybody. Everybody loved Trump, dude. So many rap songs had, you know, Trump in the song, and he announced, and then all of a sudden he was all these things, racist and this and that. Like,
He even won an award with Muhammad Ali, if I remember right, in the 80s.
Yeah, with Rosa Parks and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was doing good work, and they recognized that he was. They like to bring up this discrimination lawsuit that he had in the 70s, and it was his the company that takes I can't, the management company that takes care of renting, you know, the rental properties and selling them and stuff. The management company, that was the company that was doing it. It wasn't Trump. Trump even had the rules changed at Mar-a-Lago to filter out bigotry and like allow everybody to be at a country club. I think maybe not Mar-a-Lago, I don't know, but there was a place where he had the rules changed. So he says the Democratic Party is a criminal organization. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? I'll say this. I believe that the top tier GOP is not much different these days. Like now, if there's some leadership changes and some big like shakeups,
I don't know about Johnson.
Yeah, I don't know about Johnson. I like Johnson. He's imperfect. There are some things that, you know, I think he could have done better, but I do believe that he's
from what I've
much
heard,
better.
I don't think Johnson is corrupt.
Right. I will say
So
this:
far.
he has a lot less money than some of these, congressmen and senators that. Yeah. That's true. Tony says Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago in 2008 and testified against him in 2009. You know, one of the things the prosecutor who was going after Epstein said Donald Trump was the only person who cooperated. Did you know that?
I did not. I'm not.
He was the only person. He had sent out, like, he had made calls, right, to all these people and said, hey, if you know this person, you know, we need information. And Trump called him back and he was like, hey, you know, what's up? Epstein, we think he's doing this. And Trump was like, I will assist in any way I can. He did a deposition, like everything. He was the only person, the only rich, famous, you know, the top tier crowd that Epstein hung out with. He was the only one that cooperated with the authorities to get Epstein. Who's that he was talking to?
I missed it. Oh, that's Senator Carper from Delaware.
See, he knows all this stuff. I don't. I'm like, I recognize like a handful of them.
Indiana's own was in that picture too. Andre Carson, representative. He's in the House.
Yeah.
I don't know who that lady is.
Oh, I can't see it.
These might be guests. I don't think that's a congressman. Maybe she is. I don't know.
Yeah,
there's 435 members.
Right.
Every member in the House.
I'll say this, man. You're really good at picking them out, though. Like, you know them way more than I do.
I enjoy watching C-SPAN.
Do you? Fair. I'm glad you keep track of it because it's hard to. It is hard to stay up to date on all the crazy stuff that's happening.
I enjoy watching Congress.
Fair. Like I said, I'm glad. There's a knowledgeable dude right here, man. He sends me like over 90%. I say of the stuff that I put on my page is like originates from him. A few of the things I come across, but mainly as far as like news stories about stuff that's happening, especially nationally, This guy. Tony asks, is Jim Banks there? We saw him, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
saw
saw
it.
Banks.
I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah, I don't know. But they're obviously proud of him, so that's good.
My mom jumping up and down saying, phenomenal. In Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas, the place where they're not investigating crimes because they don't have enough officers.
We were
We
watching
saw
that
that
earlier.
earlier today. Yeah, we're gonna do that Saturday, right?
Yep.
We're talking about that. Join us Saturday night, 7 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah,
7 Central.
7 Central Time. Join us. We're gonna be talking about a lot of the stuff that's going on. We'll do a quick recap of this for those that didn't get a chance to watch us live, and we're going to talk about the Houston thing. There are thousands of cases that they suspended investigation of because they don't have enough officers.
Crazy.
Tony said, I wonder how Maria Shriver feels her kids are Republicans.
True.
That's funny.
But when she married to Arnold, Arnold was a Republican.
Yeah. Well, I think he ran as a Democrat, didn't he? Was he a Republican?
When he was governor of California.
And he won? Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna get creepy.
What's that?
He's about to get creepy.
Is he? Is he going to sniff somebody?
I don't know, but
Yeah, as a registered Republican. You're right.
I guess
So
not.
won.
He's being good today.
Yeah, Tony Arnold is a Republican. Sorry, my bad. Okay, I'm so used to it only being Democrats, like getting elected there. That's why I thought. Not that he actually,
That
but
just started.
Tony said Chris Pratt supports Trump. I did know that. I like Chris Pratt, actor.
I don't know actor,
Here.
but he sounds familiar.
I'll show you. You'll recognize him. He's been in a lot.
I don't watch a lot of movies, but
You'll recognize him. There's Chris Pratt.
okay, I've seen it.
Yeah. You've seen him. Yeah.
I didn't know he was a Republican.
Oh yeah, he's very conservative.
Huh.
Yeah. Trump says, hold on, actually, let me get it to the one that I can share.
She said, don't forget to tell him he invited me to the White House. You did. I know.
He didn't stand up to Putin. He gave Putin Ukraine. That may be the angriest, least compassionate, and worst State of the Union speech ever made. It was an embarrassment to our country.
That's right.
Don't shake his hand. He's been coughing into it the entire night. Freaking Trump. Dude.
Only Trump.
Holy Trump. That's amazing. Oh my God.
Can you imagine how much we'd be laughing if you did a live feed?
Oh my God. I thought that's what he was gonna do. I thought he was gonna I was gonna side by side it, man. It would have been epic, but sorry. Come on. That's what I thought it was gonna be. I thought we were gonna have Trump doing basically what we're doing, reacting to this in real time. That would have been epic. But I'll take his tweets. Or the Truth Social, whatever. See what I'm keeping track of it. So if he does, say anything more, I can have it for
Johnson
you
does
guys.
not want to be there.
No, Johnson does not look happy. I don't blame him. He talks 7 miles of crap about the Republicans, man. Blame them for everything too. Is that a drawing? Is that a little kid's drawing?
Yeah.
I
His
kind of
kid
want to
must-
back it up.
His kid must have drew it. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But he looked like.
Look how tall they
Yeah,
are.
I've seen her. don't remember her name.
I don't know who that is, but
Yeah, I don't know either of them.
they're a giant, dude. Good Lord. Just pick them up and chuck them over her shoulder.
What is the height difference with?
Oh, they were okay.
That
all right.
makes
I was
sense.
like, holy crap.
That
dude.
made,
That
okay,
makes
she
sense.
still is tall.
She is, but
Not that tall.
Yeah, not like, Ungor Smash tall. Like, man, oh man.
That makes sense. She was on a stair.
Right? Yeah, and up on the step. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
One day I want to be in that chamber.
Yeah?
I don't know how.
Just to visit, or do you want to, like,
I've thought about
hit the
running.
gavel? Vote.
It would be neat to vote,
Yeah?
but
You should run, man.
you think?
Seriously, absolutely. Start with local. My mistake when I ran is I went all the way.
First
Too early.
visit, but I don't know if I'd ever. I don't know. I've thought about it.
You should. You should run for something local or county. Like county level, I'll tell you, it's really hard to get elected in Michigan City as a Republican for obvious reasons. But county is very strongly Republican, and you'd be phenomenal. Like seriously, I'd endorse you.
Okay.
I think you'd be phenomenal. That room is not that big. They do the State of the Union. Yeah, it looks much bigger than it actually is.
But I'd love to be in that room one day.
Yeah,
Maybe visit.
you should contact what's his name? You're not technically in his district, but he's way cooler than anybody else. You can talk to Jake Teshka.
Okay.
No, that's State House. Not Teshka. The guy that took Jackie's seat.
Oh, you're talking about
His name is
Yakum, right?
Yeah,
Yakum?
Rudy Yakum. Yeah. He is really cool.
Is he?
Yes. Yeah, Tony says Jennifer Ruth Green lost by 0.5% to Merman. Yep. It was a little more than that, but
I was going to say it was more than that.
yeah, it was more than that. But I'm going to say this, and this is all I'm going to say about Jennifer Ruth Green. I asked her some very pointed questions when I went door knocking with her, and I did not like the responses I got. I did not like it at all. Also, she's not doing politics anymore, allegedly, but she did write a book. Now, my question, by all means, write a book. My question is, did she get an advance on that book? Because if she got a multi-million-dollar advance on that book, she sold out. There is no question to me. But I don't know if she did or not.
And I don't know how we'd find out about that.
I don't know how we would discover that. It's something that I'm very interested in finding out. Let's see. Hold on.
How are you?
Oh, he's talking to our congressman.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Yeah. I can't stand that.
I wish we had Pete back. I can't believe I said that.
Right?
At least Viswasky listened to me.
True.
We can do something about paying.
All I see is her book on Amazon. $20 for a paperback. Doesn't seem. There's only 10 reviews, so it doesn't seem like there was a whole lot of sales. There's usually more than 10 reviews if you get a bunch of sales, right? At least on Amazon. I don't know. Let's take a look.
I don't know. She does a seminar too. I see it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Talking about leadership.
Let's see here. His mom was vice chair of the Porter County Republicans and one of our state delegates. Oh, cool. Your mom, Tony?
Oh,
I was a state delegate.
what's his what?
I ran for
Tony,
it.
you said?
Yeah,
From Porter
Tony.
County?
Yeah, from Porter County.
Okay, I know who it is now.
You do you? Okay. Yeah. K. E-C-K.
Hi, Tony.
John said he knows who you are now.
I wasn't sure of the name at first. I'm sorry.
He wasn't paying attention. He was so focused on Biden.
Yeah.
Right. Nice. That's cool. Until 2006. All right. Awesome.
Hope
Yeah,
you were
we-
well.
I knew I was in your line of sight, so I was like,
You really were.
I was ready. I was
You got
ready.
some eyes, kid.
You got some eyes, kid? What the heck?
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
He
Right.
said the creepiest things to me.
Right. He really does say the creepiest stuff, man. And actions are like, oh. It was not a great speech. You guys need to quit blowing smoke up his ass because it was not a great speech.
No, it wasn't. That's the most divisive speech.
Yeah, it was
I've
an
ever seen.
incredibly divisive, very confrontational, very aggressive speech. I think Trump is done. I don't know. It's been 10 minutes. He's not saying anything else. So I'll keep. We knew Mike and Karen Pence, Tony said, and his brother Greg. Okay, cool.
Oh, that's who was yelling at him during the State of the Union. Remember when we threw the
Yeah. There was the guy yelling.
Fox just had an alert saying that it was a Gold Star dad.
Oh, it was a Gold Star dad yelling at him.
Probably about Afghanistan.
Let's.
I'll read the article, but that's Fox just sent something to my phone.
Nice. Okay. Thanks. Hold on. What is this? Or are they?
Do you want me to read it?
Hang on. Hold on. Something's going on.
Is there?
Is it just resumption of Congress or?
They're just ending Congress for the night, I think.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then you're not saying.
Hey, he's got slightly more hair than I do.
I'm not even sure who that
Just
is.
slightly. I don't know either, but
Good to see you.
just a little. He has enough for a comb over. I really don't anymore.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the message of the president referred to the committee of the whole.
Yeah, they're closing Congress for the night.
I couldn't be
For the House.
Could not. What? Move. You know what? I'll say this. At least nobody tore his speech like Pelosi did. That was ridiculous. That was the most sickening thing I have ever seen in Congress, dude.
I was shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, that was insane.
Do you want me to read the article?
Yeah, tell us what's going
All
on. I'm gonna mute this because I really don't care about.
Okay, yeah, done with that.
You guys
All
can
right.
watch you can watch the closed captioning if you want. That
And I
Is-
just lost it.
very hit
Here
and
it is.
miss.
President Biden was interrupted by a Gold Star dad during his State of the Union address.
Okay.
When Biden was talking about crime, a man yelled, Abbeygate, Abbeygate, in reference to the terrorist attack outside the Kabul airport in 2021.
Oh, okay. All
13
right.
soldiers were killed in that attack,
Yep.
which came as part of the botched withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Yep. Okay.
So that's what
That's what he was
I
yelling
figured
about.
we were going to find
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Indiscernible chatter. I said, "Oh, people are saying you kicked."
Yeah, they're going to love this.
Oh yeah, they're gonna adore it. 'Cause here's the thing: the left is all about divisiveness. They really are. For the party of inclusivity, they sure do exclude a lot of people.
Very true.
It's very, very interesting if you pay attention to it, because it really is kind of shocking how I did not do it 30% to 100%. I did not do it because I don't know what this is, but Okay, so Trump says this was here. Actually, let's get up there. Maybe there we go.
He added something.
Yeah, he says this was an angry, polarizing, and hate-filled speech. He barely mentioned immigration or the worst border in history of the world. He will never fix immigration, nor does he want to. He wants our country to be flooded with migrants. Crime will raise to levels never seen before, and it is happening very quickly. Yeah. Yeah. Chloe for Trump replied, how on earth is this man president of the USA? What kind of absolute loons think a man in his state should be running a country? I wouldn't let him drive a car.
He needs to be in a nursing home.
He really does. Like,
just enjoy your time
right?
with your grandkids.
Yeah. Like, oh my goodness,
you don't have to be
man.
president, Mr.
And it was funny because he was very, very adamant about, talking about age. I'm not too old, but yet he is like, and it's not his age per se. It's just the way that he acts, like constant gaffes, constant stumbling over his words, calling out, naming leaders of countries that haven't been alive in years.
Yeah.
All of these things are extremely concerning.
The leader of France, I think he did, and he was talking about 2013.
Oh, my phone's over there. I was going to look at the list, but it's on my phone, which I'm using as a camera, so I can't look at it. But join us Saturday. We're going to talk about Houston. We're going to talk about what else do we have on the agenda. I wrote it down, but it's on my phone, which is being used, so I can't check it right.
Sweden joined NATO.
So Sweden joined NATO. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about
the Houston. You already got that.
Yeah.
And much, much more.
Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff we're gonna cover. Again, Saturday night, 7. If you can't join us live, make sure you catch the replay. Yeah, I'm gonna check Trump a few more times, and I still like this.
Trump.
Oh, good old Trump. I wonder if he deleted it because it keeps. Oh, it's a video.
Oh, it's a video.
It's a video. Hold on.
Is it a video?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Hold on.
Dang it.
What is? Okay. Hold on. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
All right, we gotta see this.
I don't know what it keeps loading. So.
I don't know if it's. Is it really a video?
It is. It's a 27-second video, but it's like
maybe it's just
acting up. So hold on, I'm gonna try to get it working, and then we'll show you guys the video.
Media's gonna have a meltdown.
Oh my god! Here, we gotta reload the page because. Okay, let's see if I can get it working this time. Okay, if I click on it, yeah, it just.
Is it just the picture?
It's just a loading screen. I think. No, it's a 27-second video, but I'll show you guys what it's doing. It just, see, it's just the loading icon, and I can make it full screen and pause it, but I wish it would play because I really want to see it. Like,
there's probably too many people wanting to see it.
That's what I'm wondering. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it.
Hope the C-SPAN feed.
Yeah. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
Right this way.
Why is this
Straight out.
Wow. I've never seen a president stay in the House chamber that long.
Right.
I tell you what, let's go shopping. Yeah. So this is Mindy. Also, Team 5 Army. Yeah.
How are you? Good to see you again.
I work for Jim too.
Yeah. Get some sniffing. Come on.
To work for here.
Oh, Trump has another one.
All right.
Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. He says, if you get rid of TikTok, Facebook and Zuckerschmuck will double their business. I don't want Facebook, who cheated in the last election, doing better. They are a true enemy of the people. I mean, here's the thing, guys. I'm going to tell you, I did my announcement for tonight's video was also letting people know that the video originally scheduled for tonight was moved to tomorrow, which is an interview with the current LaPorte County recorder. What is this on? For the first time in memory, what?
The lights and
I think they're
Biden
taking
took over half
callers.
an hour to work his way off the House floor. He stayed with the House because they were in session up until the end there. That's a commitment that C-SPAN has had now since 1979. Katie Britt, the Republican from Alabama, senator, started her response. We'll be playing that for you in just a few minutes.
Yeah, I'd like to hear a couple of
Okay.
In the meantime, President Biden will be in Philadelphia tomorrow and Atlanta on Saturday for campaign events.
And Trump's
Want to
doing
get
a
your
rally in
reaction
Georgia
to the
too.
president's speech and eventually to the Republican response. 202 is the area code, 748-8920
I don't
for
know if you can
Republicans,
broadcast The
748-8921
phone calls,
for
though.
Democrats.
That's the only thing I'm worried about.
202.
You think it'll be a problem?
I don't know.
C-SPAN is public access, though.
We'll begin
Is
taking
it
those in
completely?
just a
Because
few
I
minutes.
know
thought
some of the
so.
stuff you
Let's hear from
can't
Brett
broadcast.
As you noted, Peter, the president stayed in the chamber for 30 minutes after he gave tonight's speech. The length of his speech,
I know
this is
some
from
of the stuff
C-SPAN
I don't know
tonight, about 67 minutes and 32 seconds. And you
Okay.
can see how
that shows that
compares
it's
to his
long to the
previous addresses to Congress during this first term. Also, just want to remind
That's not by
viewers of
accident.
some moments from tonight before we start getting their
Yeah, this video
reaction
won't play.
to the State of the Union. President Biden, as many of you noted, addressed border security during his State of the Union address
No,
tonight. He also
Not really.
said this: if the United States walks away, it will put Ukraine at risk. My message to President Putin, who I've known for a long time, is simple. We will not walk away. We will not bow down. I will not bow down. Viewers can also react to this moment from the State of the Union. Tonight, I'm directing the U.S. military to lead an emergency mission to establish a temporary pier on the Mediterranean on the coast of Gaza that can receive large shipments. No U.S. boots will be on the ground, is what he had to say there. And then there's also this: President Biden on Roe v. Wade, with all due respect, justices, as he turned to those Supreme Court justices in the chamber. Women are not without electoral or political power. You're about to realize just how much. And the president tonight also talked about January 6th. You can't love your country only when you win, is what he had to say.
I remember.
He also talked about Laken Riley, that Georgia student who was allegedly murdered by a Venezuelan.
I will give him props. At least he said something. At least he addressed it instead of ignoring it. I don't agree with what he said, but.
And there's also this moment. Democrats broke out in another chant of 4 more years after Biden declared the state of our union is strong and getting stronger. This from a political science professor, Christina Bellantoni, who notes that Biden's prepared remarks in 2023 were 7,256 words. Tonight's remarks, 6,458 words. Exclamation points in his 2023 prepared remarks,
that's very interesting.
0. Tonight,
So it took him longer to say last words.
Let's take some
That is
calls. You
interesting.
can see the number there.
80 exclamation points, which mean the yelling.
Yeah. Few minutes. Again, it's Katie.
That was like a campaign
Republican
speech.
senator from Alabama. Henry in Minneapolis. What did you think of the president's speech? Henry, you with us?
I think Henry forgot to unmute.
Not hearing him. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Let's try
Moving on.
Out in Washington State, in Steeler, Washington. Michael, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Please go ahead. What did you think of the president's speech?
Well, it was nice to actually see him cognitive. I don't know what they did different there to get him all pepped up like that. But, there's a couple of issues with the border and everything, and he's talking about guns killing people. But, Yet we had a Washington State trooper here in Washington that was killed by an illegal alien that came across and had none of his documentation or anything without going through there.
Did you hear about that?
Disrespecting the Supreme Court justices, the yeah. of the nation.
Yeah.
What's that say about, his respect towards the laws
I agree.
of our land? I'm a hardworking blue-collar worker, and to hear him talk about January 6th again, where that's now being all discredited of what they've been saying.
Exactly.
Us hardworking Americans are seeing this.
Yep.
And we're really getting tired of the lies. If you're going to pass a bill, then stop adding all the beef to the bill and get it passed.
Yep.
That's Michael, a Republican in Seattle, Washington. Should let you know.
Good job, Michael.
The House chamber is finally emptied out. Statuary Hall is not. The media is still very present there. Members of Congress are there. And if you tune into C-SPAN 2, if you're interested in hearing more about what members of Congress thought about the speech, tune into C-SPAN 2. You can watch the members.
Check in
Cody,
Trump's.
Frisco, Texas, independent line. Cody, how'd the president do?
Independent.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. I think you did well on a lot of points, but I have to say that the comments about the Israel-Gaza situation are just out of control. Building a pier, this is grandstanding. Man, the U.S. has blocked every resolution for a ceasefire.
Yeah.
Globally, it's grandstanding. Building a pier while investing $14 billion into the weapons that are creating the Gaza suffering.
Yeah.
That's just unreal. And just the level of hypocrisy is just unreal. And I hope the American people see that.
Wendy's next, the Republican in Caddo,
Texas.
I got it working.
Good evening to you.
Good evening.
You should boot that in. We should do this.
Speak tonight.
What?
I was very disappointed. What I'd like to see is
if you guys want to go listen to C-SPAN, you can do that. Like, in my opinion, the Republicans are going to say the speech sucked. It was very divisive. Democrats are going to say
we love
Biden. Okay, this is working though. You ready?
You ready? See it.
All right, here we go. This is amazing.
Buy American. We're going to buy American. So trade wars. Buy America has been the law since 1933. Also, caps and won't go into effect in 2025.
Trump.
By the way, that law was written and the benefit expires in 2025. New electric grids are able to weather major storms and not prevent those forest fires.
Bruh.
The media is going to have a meltdown.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, they're going to lose their minds over this, man. I love it, though. I love it because, look, regardless of how you feel about Trump, it's obvious the man has a sense of humor. And you cannot be an effective voice for the people without having a sense of humor. Like, some of the most miserable people I've ever seen in my life had no sense of humor. That it seems to like go hand in hand almost. Most of the like hardcore lefty craziness seems to be inspired by a distinct lack of a sense of humor. Like,
have you tried watching
kidding with these people?
The comedy shows now, they're nothing like they used to be. They're not even funny.
Oh yeah.
Like Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live has been atrocious for a while. There will be an occasional episode, right? Or an occasional skit that you'll catch and be like, okay, that was all right. But the majority is garbage. It is hot, smelly garbage.
I wish they would bring back, I wish Jay Leno would come back because he was one of my
favorites.
favorites.
Jay Leno was good. I honestly can't think of a single like late night comedy host that is worth actually watching. Put it that way. I like as far as comedians go, Dave Chappelle. I really like Dave Chappelle. Imperfect, but really good. most of my favorite comedians aren't around anymore. Like
Yeah,
that's
Jay
just that's just how it is. Robin Williams, I loved Robin Williams, man.
Yeah, but that's just my point was that Democrats don't have a sense of humor.
Right.
Everything is Trump, this Trump, and they make fun of Trump, and it's not even anything.
There is a very adamant movement called the Left Can't Meme, and it's 100% factual. Like if you see the memes these lefties put out, they're horrible. Like they're just terrible. Most of them are just a whole bunch of words that just have no correlation or interaction. I'm gonna just close this.
I'm surprised they haven't went to Brit yet.
Close all that. All right. I had a blast. It was fun. That was entertaining. I do wish that Trump had done a video. I'm gonna do a couple of real quick checks on his Truth Social and see if there's anything new before we let you guys go. I think he's done, but we're gonna see real quick. Yeah, it looks like he's done roasting for the night. That video was a good final. Oh yeah, Tony said Sam Kinison. Prime example, right? The good comedians just really aren't around that much anymore. They either died, retired, or
a lot of people on the right, like
got
Ray
canceled
Gutfeld from Fox News.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. My wife likes I can't think of the name. I'll try to remember for Saturday, and I'll let you guys know. That's her favorite comedian. He goes to a lot of the MAGA stuff and the Trump rallies he's been to several times. I can't think of the name right now, but he's pretty up there. But I appreciate you spending your evening with us, ladies and gentlemen. We had a good time. It was entertaining. And Tony, it was good to see you as well. Again, Saturday night, 7 p.m. Central Time.
Yep.
We'll see you then. God bless you. God bless Indiana. And God bless the United States of America. Thanks again for spending your time.